Hello my friends. So today I'm going to show you how to do a bit of copper pipe soldering. First off, we're going to take a piece of emery cloth. We're going to polish up the ends of the pipe that we're going to make a joint with. Get it looking nice and shiny. Smash it. Perfect. You can even use a piece of wire wool, that would do just as well. We also want to clean inside the fittings. If this was fresh out of a pack, I probably wouldn't bother. It's been sitting around a while, so we're going to give it a good clean. A mistake while plumbing can be a very expensive mistake, so preparation is key. I'm going to take my flux. And we want to coat every surface that we want the solder to bond to. So both ends of the pipe and inside the fitting. I'm going to take a dry piece of cloth and clean off any excess flux. What this will do is when you heat the pipe, it will stop the flux from running down the pipe. And when you come to solder that, the solder will want to track down where the flux has been. So this will just help try and keep the joint nice and clean. I'm going to take some lead-free solder. So in the UK, any pipework that may be carrying potable water has to be soldered with lead-free solder. That's a regulation in the UK. I'm going to take the torch and I'm going to heat the fitting, not the pipe, and I'm going to apply the solder to the opposite end of the fitting, if that makes sense. So if I'm heating it from this side, I'm going to solder the opposite side. The reason for this is that that side will take longer to heat. So this ensures that all areas that need to have solder applied will be up to the correct temperature. Otherwise, if you were to apply solder from this side and the other side of the fitting hadn't quite got hot enough yet, there's a chance that your solder wouldn't track around the fitting and make a seal. So this just rules out any chance of that happening. Then we're going to leave it a few minutes. And we're going to apply some flux all over the fitting. This will just help the cleanup process. Whoops. I'm going to get a dry piece of cloth to give everything a wipe down. Now I'm filming this while leaning over a camera. As you can see, I've left a little bit of a snotty piece of solder on that fitting, so please plumbers, if you're out there watching this, don't give me a hard time. I love you guys. perfect joint. That's not going to leak. Okay, so compression joints are really simple actually. In this case I'm using a compression joint service valve on one end, and on the other end it's a tap connector. So you'd use this generally for plumbing in taps, cistern fills, etc. We're going to take some plumber's paste. Now there's a lot of misunderstanding of where to apply this plumber's paste, but this around this bevel inside the fitting is where the seal actually takes place. You could apply this to the front of the olive, but this is just a little bit easier. We'll insert the pipe. We're going to grip the service valve, or in your case it may just be a compression coupling with a pair of grips, and then we're going to tighten the nut. You don't want to over tighten it. Just crank it up until you feel a good amount of resistance and then stop. You can always nip it up a little bit later, but if you over tighten it you're going to damage the pipe, and if it doesn't seal you're going to have to cut it back and start again. Just a little extra piece of advice here. So anytime you have a flexi tap connector or any kind of tap connector that has a flat rubber washer in it, you only want to do this up hand tight and then maybe another half a turn with a spanner. No more than that, because if you over tighten it all you're going to do is slice straight through the rubber washer and you're going to have to replace it altogether. And I see many occasions where plumbers or DIYers have been in there and they've over tightened it, they can't get a seal, and they've crammed loads of plumber's paste and PTFE around it to try and get a seal. This is a fibre washer. If you have a fitting with a fibre washer you can really crank that up, but a rubber washer, just do it by hand and then another half a turn with a tool. Thanks for watching.